Hi students, good morning and welcome to another episode of our English class. In the previous class we completed our chapter, 6th chapter, that is KED, Out with the Gods. And today we are moving on to the comprehension. Comprehension. C-O-M-P-R-E-H-E-N-S-I-O-N. Comprehension. Okay, the first one is sentence making. S-E-N-T-E-N-C-E. Sentence making. M-A-K-I-N-G. Sentence making. First one is sentence making. Which is the first word given to us? Nibble. The first word is nibble. Spelling N-I-B-B-L-E. N-I-B-B-L-E. Nibble. What is the meaning of nibble? Nibble means to bite off very small pieces. To bite off very small pieces. That is nibble. We can make a sentence using the word nibble. Gods nibbled the leaves. Gods nibbled the leaves. Listen here. Gods. G-O-A-T-S. Gods nibbled. N-I-B-B-L-E-D. Nibbled the leaves. The leaves. Gods nibbled the leaves. Gods nibbled the leaves. Okay. Next one. Next word is agile. A-G-I-L-E. Agile. What is the meaning of agile? Able to move quickly and easily. Agile means able to move quickly and easily. Able to move quickly and easily. The sentence is Greenfinch was agile and dexterous. Greenfinch was agile. The word is agile. A-G-I-L-E. Agile. Greenfinch was G-R-E-E-N-F-I-N-C-H. Greenfinch was agile and dexterous. A-G-I-L-E. Agile and dexterous. D-E-X-T-E-R-O-U-S. Dexterous. D-E-X-T-E-R-O-U-S. Dexterous. Greenfinch was agile and dexterous. Greenfinch was agile and dexterous. The next word is meager. M-E-A-G-R-E. Meager. M-E-A-G-R-E. Meager. Which is the next word? Meager. M-E-A-G-R-E. Meager means, what is the meaning of meager? Meager means very small. Meager. Very small. Meager. Less in quantity. Meager means less in quantity. The sentence is Peter had a meager meal bag. Peter had P-E-T-E-R. Peter had a H-A-D. Had a meager M-E-A-G-R-E. Meager meal bag. Peter had a meager meal bag. Peter had a meager meal bag. Peter had a meager meal bag. Next word is harsh. H-A-R-S-H. Harsh. H-A-R-S-H. Harsh. Which is the next word? Harsh. Harsh means rough. Harsh means rough. Some people have a harsh voice. Some people have P-E-O-P-L-E. People have harsh voice. Harsh. H-A-R-S-H. Harsh voice. V-O-I-C-E. Voice. Some people have a harsh voice. Okay, listen here. Nibble. N-I-B-B-L-E. Nibble means gods nibbled the leaves. Gods nibbled the leaves. The word is nibble. Next word agile. A-G-I-L-E. Greenfinch was agile and dexterous. Greenfinch was agile and dexterous. Meager. Peter had a meager meal bag. Peter had a meager meal bag. Next word harsh. H-A-R-S-H. Harsh means rough. Some people have a harsh voice. Some people have harsh voice. And the next word is coax. C-O-A-X. C-O-A-X. Coax. The word is gentle urging. Heidi coaxingly went near Greenfinch. Heidi, H-E-I-D-I, Heidi coaxingly, C-O-A-X-I-N-G-L-Y, coaxingly, Heidi coaxingly went near, W-E-N-D, went near Greenfinch, Greenfinch. Greenfinch is the name of a dog. Greenfinch is the name of a goat. Greenfinch is the name of a goat. And look at the sentence making words. The words for sentence making is, the first word is nibbled. Goats nibbled the leaves. Say with me. Goats nibbled the leaves. Next word is agile. Greenfinch was agile and dexterous. Say the sentence with me. Greenfinch was agile and dexterous. Next word is meager. Peter had a meager meal bag. Peter had a meager meal bag. Next word is harsh. Some people have harsh voice. Some people have harsh voice. Next word coax. Heidi coaxingly went near Greenfinch. Heidi coaxingly went near Greenfinch. Okay. The next segment is tick the correct answer. Next segment is tick the correct answer. You please listen here. Pick the correct answer. First one. In the morning, the golden rays of the sun made everything look dark. First one. Listen here. In the morning, I-N-T-H-E. In the morning, M-O-R-N-I-N-G. In the morning, the golden rays of the sun, the golden, G-O-L-D-E-N, golden rays of the sun, rays of the sun. In the morning, the golden rays of the sun made everything look, made, M-A-D-E, made everything, E-V-E-R-Y-T-H-I-N-G, made everything look, L-O-O-K. Look, there are two options for your choice. The first one is golden, second one is clean. First option golden, G-O-L-D-E-N. Then the second option, that is option 2, is clean, C-L-E-A-N, clean. Okay, read the sentence. You try to find out the answer. In the morning, the golden rays of the sun made everything look. Is it clean or golden? Which one is correct? Everything look golden. You pick the first option. Okay. Then the sentence. How will the sentence become? The sentence will become: in the morning, the golden rays of the sun made everything look golden. In the morning, the golden rays of the sun made everything look golden. Okay. Then the next one, second one. Look at the second sentence. Heidi's grandfather lived on the second sentence. Heidi apostrophe S. Heidi's grandfather, G-R-A-N-D-F-A-T-H-E-R, father lived on the dash. Heidi's grandfather lived on the, you take page number 52. Heidi's grandfather lived on the, there are two options. First one is mountain, M-O-U-N-T-A-I-N, mountain. Then the second option is sea. Option 2, sea, S-E-A. First you look at the sentence and then try to read it. Heidi's grandfather lived on the dash. The options are mountain and sea. Which option is correct? The first option is correct. Mountain. Mountain. You pick the first option. Then how do we read this sentence? Heidi's grandfather lived on the mountain. Heidi's grandfather lived on the mountain. Then next one. Grandfather gave Peter a bowl to. Third one. Grandfather, G-R-A-N-D-F-A-T-H-E-R, grandfather gave Peter, P-E-T-E-R, the first step is capital because it's the name of a person, gave Peter a bowl to, grandfather gave Peter a bowl to dash. Two options are there. The first option is bring back some water from the mountain. First option, bring back some water. B-R-I-N-G, bring, B-A-C-K, back. Bring back some water. S-O-M-E, some water. W-A-T-E-R. Bring back some water from the mountain. From the mountain. M-O-U-N-T-A-I-N, from the mountain. The first option is bring back some water from the mountain, and the second one is milk the goats for Heidi. Second option, milk the goats for Heidi. Milk the goats for Heidi, for H-E-I-D-I, Heidi. That is the second option. Okay, look here, look at the sentence. Grandfather gave Peter a bowl to, first option, bring back some water from the mountain. Is it correct? Why did grandfather give a bowl to Peter? He gave Peter a bowl for milking the goat for Heidi. Milk the goats for Heidi. That is the correct option. Second one is the correct option. You put a tick mark in the second column, and then the sentence will become, grandfather gave Peter a bowl to milk the goats for Heidi. Milk is the noun and a verb. Milk is a noun, then milking is a verb. Milking, the process of taking milk from the goat or cow is called milking. Milking. Then that is milk the goat for Heidi. Okay, look at these three sentences. I will say it once more. In the morning, the golden rays of the sun made everything look golden. Listen here. In the morning, the golden rays of the sun made everything look golden. Next sentence. Heidi's grandfather lived on the mountains. Heidi's grandfather lived on the mountain. Then grandfather gave Peter a bowl to milk the goats for Heidi. Okay. Let us repeat and write the other two. Okay, which is the fourth one? Look at the fourth sentence. Turk, greenfinch and snowflakes were. Fourth one. Turk, T-U-R-K, turk, comma, greenfinch, G-R-E-E-N-F-I-N-C-H, greenfinch, and snowflake, S-N-O-W-F-L-A-K-E, snowflake. Turk, greenfinch and snowflake where. There are two options to complete this sentence. Where, W-E-R-E, where, snuck, greenfinch and snowflake where. Snowflake where. Option A, names of Peter's friends. Option A, that is one. Names of Peter's friend. Names of Peter, apostrophe S, Peter's friend. F-R-I-E-N-D, friend. Names of Peter's friend. Then which is the second option? Names of gods. Names of gods. N-A-M-E-S. Names of gods. G-O-A-T-S. Names of gods. Which one is correct? First you try to read the sentence and find out the answer. snowflake were names of gods. Second option is right. Then put a tick mark near the column of the second option. Then the sentence will become Turk, greenfinch and snowflake were names of gods. Turk, greenfinch and snowflake were names of gods. Okay, is it clear? And the last one. That night Haley dreamt of the past tense of dream is dreamed. That night, T-H-A-T, that night, N-I-G-H-T, that night, Heidi dreamt of, Heidi, H-E-I-D-I, Heidi dreamt, D-R-E-A-M-T, dreamt of that night. That means at that particular night, Heidi dreamt of, two options are there, shining mountains with red roses. First one, shining mountains, S-H-I-N-I-N-G, shining mountains with red roses, M-O-U-N-T-A-I-N-S, mountains with red roses, W-I-T-H, with red roses, R-E-D-R-O S-C-S, with red roses, shining mountains with red roses. Then next one, which is the second option, cakes and pastries. Second option, cakes and pastries. Cakes, C-A-K-E-S, cakes and pastries, and P-A-S-T-R-I-E-S, pastries, pastries. Okay, these are the two options. You read the two options and the sentence clearly and then try to find out the correct answer. That night Heidi dreamt of. That night Heidi dreamt of shining mountains with red roses. First option. Then second option, cakes and pastries. Which is the correct one? The first option is the correct one. So you put a tick mark in the first column. Put a tick mark in the first column. Then the sentence will become, that night Heidi dreamt of shining mountains with red roses. That night Heidi dreamt of shining mountains with red roses. Shining mountains with red roses. Then the sentence will become, Turk, greenfinch and snowflakes were names of gods. That is the correct sentence. Then second, fifth one, that night Heidi dreamt of shining mountains with the red roses. Okay, next segment is the question answer. That there is no need to study the question answers of this chapter. In this chapter we have to study only the grammar topics. Okay, then see. Okay, next segment is read the chapter and correct the sentences given below. Segment C, that is read the sentences and correct the sentences given below. That means there is some mistake in the following sentences. There is some mistake in the following sentences. Okay, let us find out what are the mistakes. First sentence, Heidi got up late in the morning by the sound of a loud shout. Heidi, first sentence, look here, Heidi got up, G-O-T-U-P, got up late in the morning, late, L-A-T-E, late in the morning, Heidi got up late in the morning, M-O-R-N-I-N-G, Heidi got up late in the morning, Heidi got up late in the morning by the sound of a loud thud. By the sound of S-O-U-N-D, by the sound of a loud thud, L-O-U-D, loud, T-H-U-D. That is the sentence given in the text. Listen here, Heidi got up late in the morning by the sound of a loud thud. You take your text, page number, beginning of the chapter, page number 47. All of you take your text, page number 47, and then read the first line. Heidi got up the next morning to the sound of a loud whistle. Then, is that sentence correct? No, it is not a loud thud. It is a loud whistle. Then, under whistle there. W-H-I-S-T-L-E. Or you strike out the word cut and write near it W-H-I-S-T-L-E. Okay, it is the correction of sentence. You strike out the incorrect word. You strike out the incorrect word and write the correct word there. Then the sentence will become correct. Then the sentence will become, hey, they got up late in the morning by the sound of a loud whistle. It is not a loud thud. It was a loud whistle. Okay, that is how we correct the sentence. Next one. The bright moon overhead will try to see you dirty. Second one, listen. The bright moon, B-R-I-G-H-T, bright moon, M-O-O-N, moon, overhead, O-V-E-R-H-E-A-D, overhead, will, the bright moon, overhead will, cry to see you dirty. Cry to see you dirty, D-I-R-T-Y. That is the sentence given in the text. Look at the sentence once more. The bright moon overhead will try to see you dirty. You take your text, page number 47. You take page number 47, first, second, third, fourth. The fourth sentence, you look at the, the fourth paragraph. You look at the fourth paragraph, the second sentence, fourth paragraph, second sentence. But wash and tidy yourself first, that is the first sentence. Then the bright sun overhead will laugh if you remain dirty. That was the correct one. Then there are two mistakes. First mistake, the bright sun, strike out the word moon and write S-U-N there, sun. Do you understand what I am saying? The first mistake is the bright sun. It is not moon, it is sun. That is the first mistake. Overhead will cry. It is not cry. Laugh. L-A-U-G-H. Then there are two mistakes in that sentence. The first one is that the correct word is not moon, it is sun. Then the correct word here is not cry, it is laugh. Then the correct is how do we read the correct sentence? Now it is the correct sentence. Okay, two mistakes are there. The first one is instead of sun there was moon, written moon. Then instead of laugh there was the word cry. Okay, now the correct sentence is the bright sun overhead will laugh to see you dirty. The bright sun overhead will laugh to see you dirty. That is how can we make an incorrect sentence into a correct sentence. Then the third one, which is the third one? First thing you have to read the text, then find out which is the correct statement. Okay, that is why I am telling this. Peter, wake up the great big elephant. Third one. Look at the third one. Peter, wake up. Peter, wake up, comma, the great big elephant. The great big elephant. That is the sentence given in the text. So you take page number 48. Take page number 48, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and after sixth paragraph there was only one sentence. Peter, wake up, she cried aloud. The great bird here. Is it a great elephant? No, the mistake is it is not an elephant. Strike out the word elephant and write bird. B-I-R-D. Bird. Okay. Peter, wake up. The great big bird. The great big bird here. Great big bird here. Add one more word. H-E-R here. The great big bird here. Okay, do you understand what are the mistakes in these sentences? I will tell it once more. Heidi got up late in the morning by the sound of a loud whistle. It is not gun, it is whistle. In the second sentence, the bright sun overhead will laugh to see you dirty. The moon is incorrect and cry is incorrect. The correct words are sun and laugh. In the third sentence, Peter, wake up the great big elephant. It's not elephant, it is bird. The great big bird here. Okay. Then the next exercise is a poem. It's a poem. Babies of animals, especially puppies, kittens and lambs, are very soft and gentle. Babies of animals, different animals have different animal babies have different names. The babies of animals are called by different names. The young one, the baby of a dog is called pup or puppy. The baby of a cat is called kitten. Then the baby of a goat is called sheep. The baby of a lion is called a calf. Like that, babies are called by different names. Animal babies are called by different names. And they are very soft. Baby animals are very soft and gentle, mild. They are very soft and gentle. And sing and enjoy the following rhyme. Here is a rhyme for you. You sing and enjoy the rhyme. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece are white as snow. And everywhere what Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. Mary had a little lamb. Lamb means the young one of a god. In Mary's house there was a goat and the little one, or that means the young one, the baby of the goat is called a lamb. Mary had a little lamb. And what is the specialty? Its fleece was white as snow. It's a fleece first. F-U-R-S first. The furs of the little lamb is very snowish white. It had a snowish white color. Mary had a little lamb and its fleece was white as snow. White as snow means snow white is very good to see. Its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. What is the specialty of Mary's lamb? Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece were as white as snow, and everywhere Mary went, the little lamb will go with her. The little lamb will go with Mary to everywhere she went. That is the first paragraph. Please listen. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day. Mary's lamb followed Mary with school one day. One day when Mary go to school, who followed Mary? The little lamb followed Mary, which was against the rule. Can we carry our goats or puppies, kittens or any other young animal to our school? No, it was against the rule. It was not favorable to go rule. It was not as per the rule. It is against the rule. It is against the rule. But Mary's lamb went with her to school. It made the children laugh and play. On seeing the little lamb with Mary, what did the other children do? They laugh and play. They laugh and play to see the lamb at school. On seeing a lamb at school, the young children were laughing and playing. Look at the two paragraphs. Mary had a little lamb, its face was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rule. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. It followed the children. It followed her to school one day. Mary had a little lamb, and what was the specialty of lamb? That lamb's fleece were as white as snow. The fleece of the lamb were as white as snow. And one day when Mary went to school, the lamb followed her to school. On seeing the lamb, the children were playing and laughing. The children were playing and laughing. laughing and playing to see a lamb at school. Look at the two paragraphs once more. Use two stanzas once more. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was as white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day. It followed. Who is the it referred? Who it is referred to whom? The little lamb. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rule. Which was against the rule. It made the children laugh and play. It made the children play and laugh to see a lamb at school. Okay. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rule. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. Okay, this is the end of today's class. Let us study the two remaining stanzas and other part of the comprehension in the next class. Thank you.